Yeah. Hi, folks. Yeah. Yeah, things are looking up in some ways, I guess. Well, more gray hair. That's the way it goes with getting up in age. Oh, Dave. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Right. I split it in two. That's what I do. Yeah. Yeah. Me too, kind of. I just was trying to figure out what to like do this year. Well, besides parades and travel, hopefully gas don't. You know, since it's election, and I suppose gas will be lower. Hopefully, it doesn't get what 3.50 a gallon or something in Minnesota anyway. Yeah, because I just want to do some traveling videos, mix it up a little bit. Because probably can only do so much of one thing. Though when you do one thing, people get tired of it. That's how it works in the industry. Say a person watches old shows, yeah, you notice sometimes beginning the show people with some intelligence. I'll give an example, like the Beverly Hillbillies of the '60s, the show I used to watch. Yeah, at first the hillbillies seemed intelligent, and after a while, they especially made Jethro and Granny and a couple of idiots, especially Jethro, made him like he didn't have a brain in his head. Yeah, that was funny though. Yeah, that was funny. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I better remember this. Let's see. Started. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Forgot about that. Okay. Okay. Oops. Okay. Okay. Sure, I got it right. Yeah, I got it right. Goody. Okay. Okay, I got that right. Let's see. Get that lamp out of the way. Um. Oh yeah. I'm. Oh. Oh, that's right. Gotta wait for the votes to come in. Yeah. Just pretend like you're running for mayor or something in your town, or running for city council, and yeah. Yeah, or you can live in a town like Dorset, Minnesota. You can be 4 years old and be mayor for a day. You know, yeah, the town of Dorset. That's the restaurant capital of the world. They say they have like I think 18, 19 restaurants in a real dinky town. I've been to Dorset before, walking around, and well, it's different, but you know, it's different. Yeah, towns have their different ways of doing stuff, but for me, what was more fun than that is walking in a caboose or something of an old train. That's fun. Look at all that old stuff. The old furnace where they put the coal in. Wait, no, that was the engine. Yeah, I've been inside the engine too. That was in Tracy, Minnesota at the time when my mother, Kenny, and I went in the engine room and showed where the coal shoveled. They shoveled the coal in the furnace to keep the engine running. Yeah, yeah, trains were an advancement at the time. Yeah, compared to horses, because trains could haul a lot more than horses. Plus, they were faster. I mean, they were that fast per se, but they were a lot faster than riding horses. Plus, you didn't have to every 10 miles you got to change your horses and you got to feed them, and all that. If your horse is sick, say in the middle of some land out the woodland, for example, and got hungry wolves running around, well, the poor settlers are in trouble because the wolves will go eat the horse because that's the wolves one of the wolves' main diets is horses. You know, at the time when our settler ancestors went across the country in the covered wagon days. Then when they built the railroads, it took a very long time. They had these guys hammering spikes, and then they're building the bridges. Oh God, building the bridges in the late 1800s, boy, that'd be a chore. Wouldn't want to do it back then because back then you had to know how to climb, and there's no safety harness to save you. You fall, you're gone. Especially you fall on the rocks or something. Yeah, that person had to have balance back then, and it paid more money. You know, I mean, most people didn't get paid that much money unless you got lucky and become a servant for a real rich person. Then maybe you'll be lucky. But most people didn't make much money back then, and yeah, there's people that say they wish they lived in those days. No thanks, not me. I wouldn't want to live in those days. No, not me. I'll stay in the modern world, thanks. I'll stay in this modern world of people fighting each other on social media, or you go to the stores and see that food prices are still pretty high yet. You know, chicken is high. I mean, chicken when I was a kid, chicken was used to be dirt cheap. Because I mean, there's other meats that were expensive when I was a kid, like steak and. Okay, yeah, you need a time machine. Oh yeah, you want to go back to the '60s or something? Yeah, go back to the '60s where they had this wild fast cars and you could peel out and all that stuff. Yeah, of course the police cars back then were fast too. So plus the police had harder time catching people back then than they do now. But me, I'll stay in this time. I'll stay here because my bed partner there, because they didn't invent that in the '50s and '60s. That was invented in about, I read 1980 about, but that was primitive. And then it improved over time, and except some of them gave cancer and don't want the cancer. That's for sure. Don't want cancer. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, free love and nice cars. Yeah, that's the way it was back then. Oh, speaking of free love, did you hear that Melanie died? That one that's sang "Candles in the Rain" at Woodstock and Brand New Key. Yeah, she died recently. Yeah, I like "Candles in the Rain." That was okay. I didn't like "Brand New Key." That wasn't my kind of song, to be honest. Yeah, yeah, I read that. Yep, Melanie, two-hit wonder. Yeah, after the second hit, I read that her and her husband tried to start a. I don't know. I don't know where the people are tonight. That's all right. It's okay. There's times in the past, Dave, where I'd be alone in chat for 45 minutes. When I first started, 45 minutes being alone, and I just talk to myself and answer myself. That's what I did. Just talk to yourself and answer yourself. Yeah, yeah, that's what a person does. Yeah, that's what a person does. Plus, there's a lot of competition on Friday. People are going out getting drunk or high or whatever, and some are getting hauled to jail by the police for whatever crimes they're doing, because Friday nights, that's when the scumbag criminals run around and do illegal stuff. You know, yeah, the criminals love to do things at night. So, and a lot of stupid people, once they're messed up in alcohol and drugs, and they think, "Oh, I'm more invincible. I'll go steal," then get caught. Yeah, then get caught, especially these days. Yeah, yeah, these days you can't get away with anything. Yeah, yeah. I bought these glasses at Menards. I think I paid, what was it? I think four for like, I don't. Let's see. I gotta see if I have my Menards receipt. See, water, tongs, Swisher. Nope, that's not it. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Gallon, gallon bag. Um, nope, that's not it. Unless it slipped, didn't it? I know I bought it at Menards. I don't know. Some slips. Okay. Yeah, I lost it someplace. Yeah, let's see. No, that was in 2003. 21 years, Dave. That was 21 years. I had one in 2003 on June 9th. That was basically my last girlfriend I ever had. And I was in Wadena. I didn't have any. I did see one lady named Sue sometimes, and we had some fun, but we weren't really boyfriend and girlfriend. We were just like friends having fun per se. Most people have done that, before. Most, not everybody. Yeah, that wasn't 40 years. No, no, I had girlfriends before, but these days when you get really old, it's a lot harder and stuff. Yeah, basically, yeah. When you get older, it's just like a lot harder. You got to be very careful who you take. You got to be careful who you take, because you don't want. Okay, say if I was getting an older lady, for example, you don't want one with relatives that bully you and stuff, because I've seen that before. Yeah, I've seen that before where some step relatives dating or marrying their spouse, and then their kids are harassing the step person. I've seen that about 5, 6 times. That's pretty sad. Yeah, person's got to be careful. Make sure their kids aren't felons or anything like that, or bullies, or yeah, person's got to be careful. Yeah, it's too much elder abuse out there. Too much elder abuse. I'd rather I'd rather be dead than be in a rest home, to be honest with you, because in the rest home, you get some of these employees, they just treat people really bad. I've seen it on the X or on Twitter. I've seen one lady took another one and picked her off her wheelchair, threw her on the floor, and started beating her and stuff. Yeah, that was out in Georgia or something. Yeah, it was out in Georgia. Yeah, yeah, it was a lady at Alzheimer's. Yeah, I have no time for them. I have no time for them. It's just that people, in rest homes, a lot of the workers there, they don't know how to handle a person with Alzheimer's, because the person with Alzheimer's, you know, they don't know what's going on. Because took care of my mother for many years when she had Alzheimer's. Because in Alzheimer's, okay, a person, let's say I'm now 59 years old. See, the brain goes in reverse after a while. You act like a young person, like a teenager, then you act like a kid, then your mind turns to mush, and then you're dead. Oh, they have drugs that work, but Namenda and Aricept are very expensive medicines because when my mother got the medicines, luckily my late uncle Ed's saved his money. Um, yeah, see, they had that healthcare thing, the floating, bullshit medical stuff. Yeah, sometimes the 30 pills of Aricept would be like $250 tops, and the Namenda, it's no 30. There's 30 of them, and 30 Namenda can like go up to, I think it was $18 or something like that for tops. Then it went down and up. It's just weird. The prices went down and up and down and up. Yeah, that floating medicine was a joke. Luckily, my mother had my late uncle's money at the time before we lost it all. But yeah, sometimes she'd have the temperature in the house like 85 degrees, all the time. I mean, I was sweating, but I just let her, you know, because, at the time when I was staying in and not doing anything, she was paying the bill. That's fine. Wanted 85, I'll turn it to 105. That's the kind of, you know, yeah, yeah, Alzheimer's. Yeah, I've seen it. It's no good. It's no good. Hopefully, they're getting closer to a cure, but it's not there yet. But if they can actually find a cure for Alzheimer's disease, they can close down at least half the care centers in the United States, I'd say. They could probably close down half of them because a lot of the people in the care centers have Alzheimer's disease. A lot of them do. But if they can cure that, yeah, yeah, I already, I had my dinner, my little, yeah, not much. Had my dinner. I had my little candy. I had my little candy tonight. Yeah, I kind of rearranged the room. I wanted to put the decorative lamp up and instead of that other light. So yeah, that lamp's probably as old as I am, at least, or maybe older. And maybe it is older. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was my grandmother's lamp back there, and with all the direction things and the little light. Light doesn't do anything though, but yeah, yeah. Usually when I buy furniture these days, you know, oh no, no, I didn't see that. Yeah, I couldn't. No, I never heard of that person. No, um, I never heard of that person. No, no. Lately, what I've been doing, I just kind of looking around the internet a little bit. Sometimes I'll go on Wire Club and try to do that spinner every day. You used to get 75% off for coins, and I pay the $5 for it, but you're not getting it anymore. I think Wire Club is getting tighter on it, and it's BS stuff. You pay for imaginary coins, so you play bingo and all that, and you have all these prizes. Yeah, it's BS, BS stuff. But one thing I like about the chat room at Wire Club, they're very strict. Safe, it's safe for just about everybody. You know, it is an adult place, but you know, they don't talk all that X-rated crap like a lot of chat rooms. Like you, like go on Facebook these days, and that's when I got all those bots. I went from 3 people as friends to 28, 16 by Thursday. I thought to myself, that's it. I'm gonna delete it because a lot of those bots were saying, "Hey, baby. Hey, honey. Hey, you want to talk to me? Oh, this and that." You know, bunch of BS. Because ladies aren't going to hit off guys right away. You know, we know that. Ladies aren't going to hit off guys, and guys don't hit off ladies right away neither. Just a bunch of. Wow. Oh, wow. Gee. Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, you know. In one way, yeah, that's one thing that's kind of strange. Okay, for the capitalism, you always have pills, but they raise it very high. But if it's like under, say, let's say if a person was like living in North Korea or something, I bet they have a lot of medicine shortages there, for sure. In or in a lot of the very poor countries, you know, they don't have enough medicine, and I bet their operating table is probably filthy, probably a bunch of rats running around and all that. Yeah, no, I'd rather stay in the United States. Thanks. I'd rather stay here. You know, yeah, I'm kind of glad my grandparents on both sides left the United States from Norway and France. I'm glad they did. Yeah, I'm glad they did. Oh, wow. Ow, ooh, ouch. Yeah, crazy ankle again. Crazy, crazy ankle. Yep, crazy ankle. Oh yeah, you know it's even Hey, you want to hear something that's really really crazy? I read. I know you guys aren't into sports, but this pitcher named Blake Snell, he turned down a 5-year, $150 million contract to play for the Yankees. 5-year, $150 million guaranteed contract. Turned it down. Yeah, sign me up if I could pitch. Sign me. I want to sign it. Wish I can pitch. 5-year, 150 plus. You play for the Yankees. You get the perks. You get more perks than New York and probably almost any town except for maybe Los Angeles. Yeah. Yeah. I bet eventually baseball will go broke anyway. Hardly anybody watches it now, except for a couple of teams, maybe. Yeah. 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 Oh, they. Okay. Yeah, you do that, Octo. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. It's just things are. Yeah. Yeah. It's just weird how things are a lot different, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes on YouTube videos, when I watch other YouTube videos, I just watch the old stuff. It's just weird. They have mascots. They're sort of like cheerleaders. Yeah. Well, in that way, yeah. But then, okay, the XFL. Okay. See, Vince McMahon once owned the XFL in the year 2000s. Yeah, he Yeah, teams get the sexiest cheerleaders you've ever seen. Just these wild looking women. The only thing is, hardly anybody showed up for most of the games because they had like second rate players compared to the NFL. So, and Vince McMahon was trying to turn it into a carnival and it didn't work. And McMahon, ugh, I wouldn't want to know that guy. Yeah, he's ripped off so many people. McMahon has ripped off so many wrestlers and singers that isn't even funny. Yeah, in the 90s, they had these singers that sang a lot of the introductions to wrestlers and stuff like that. Yeah, I bet McMahon had him sign a contract. Huh. Yeah, I think I did a couple of times. Yeah. 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 I got to be careful with the hits. Got to be very careful. But these days, though, defense gets a lot of penalties if they hit too hard. So if one looks at old films of the 60s and 70s, you see how they used to hit players. Man, I wouldn't want to play in those days. Get killed, lose your brains. Especially people who play running backs and linemen, offensive and defensive linemen, you really lose your brains. Yeah, I wouldn't. Octo had to take a shower. Yeah, penalties for hitting too hard. Yeah, yeah. That's. I don't really watch today's football, like I said, anymore. Too much of that dancing around after a first down, and forget it. They dance on every play. I mean, why? Yeah, forget that. Yeah, yeah. I think of all the. If ever, yeah, I played poker before on the. Yeah, yeah, I did. Yeah, yeah. I played poker on the machines at the casinos and in Wire Club. They have blackjack, but the trouble is they have like 53 tokens, and the dumb thing keeps refreshing all the time and continuously runs, so I can't play. It's weird. That's just weird. That the old Wire Club. Yeah, yeah. I'll keep my clothes on. I don't want to. I don't want to make the ladies run away. I want to make the ladies run away. Yeah, that's the thing about when you're my age. Younger people look at younger people. Yeah, yeah. Younger people look at younger people. So if you're younger, you're in good luck. If you're younger, you have good luck. Unless you have lots of money and go to the Philippines or something, you get those young ones then. But then you'd have to provide a lot of money. Then they'll want their parents to come and probably their brother or sister. Yeah, they probably want the whole army to come. I'll take brother, take sister. I'll take my 3 brothers and 4 sisters. Yeah, not really. Uh-uh. They wouldn't steal it all away. Wouldn't let them. Yeah, you can get married in Mississippi, and all they can get is 10% of your income at tops if you marry in Mississippi. Yeah, yeah, but so that's what some people do. They go to the Philippines. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes on YouTube, I'll watch like 4K walking and see those ladies in Vietnam. Boy, they look great. Oh man. Yeah, yeah. Hardly anybody's fat in Vietnam. You might see in a 40-minute video, you might see 2 people that are fat, and that's about it. only about two. Everybody else is like thin. There's older people too, but well, a lot of those younger ladies, man, wow. And they're pretty strong too, the people that live in Ho Chi Minh, because they do a lot of walking. A lot of them don't have vehicles, and if they do, they ride in their scooters, those two-seat scooters. Very few people have vehicles, or they ride these big buses, just very huge. Well, those that left, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. I appreciate people that stop by. Yeah, I appreciate people that stop by. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the snow is almost going away in the southern part of Minnesota. It's just weird for January, because in January the snow is usually about a foot high in the southern part, and about foot high and well 4 feet, 4 to 5 feet high in central Minnesota, because they have a lot more snow, but they have a lot less this year. They only had like 3 inches, according to my friend from central Minnesota, Ivor. Yeah, that's what he said. About 3 inches. About 3 inches. Three inches of snow. For central Minnesota, that's weird. Oops. Mistake. Okay. There we go. There we go. Got 5 male and 0 female, technically. 5 male and 0 female. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube is mostly males. Yeah. See, I say some of these females, they should go on YouTube. You get a lot of male audience. Yeah. You get a lot of male audience. Yeah. They get a lot of male audience. Yeah. Oh man, just so tired. So tired. Yeah. Oh, did anything delicious? Gummy. See, a bowl of fruity pebbles. Uh, one. I split it in two. I split the gummy in two and took one. I cut it in two with a knife. No, you don't want to take that much, 900 milligrams, or I couldn't even be on the show talking to you guys tonight. I'd be too out of it and go to sleep. I'd be too out of it. Tricked you into taking two? Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't know gummies were legal in Texas. I thought it was illegal. I thought it probably get a doctor's prescription or something. They must have legalized it. Cool. I know they did in Missouri. And that's an unusual state to legalize it. But they did. I mean, I've been in like southeast Missouri, where the little thing is, the little side. Why the towns there were dirt poor. Almost every business was closed. Oh, oh boy. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm just. Oh, and just flying around. Oh yeah, speaking of thrift shops, I've been looking around, trying to find cassette tapes similar to that Puppy Chow one I bought. I haven't really seen any. Yeah, I haven't seen any CDs, any interesting books. Yeah, I haven't seen really anything. Yeah, I got enough coats, so I'll have to buy that. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, I'm so. Oh, oh. Oh. Ouch. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, it doesn't give me any views, but I don't really care. You know, it's something I had to put up. YouTube didn't even flag me for it. That was just it's just amazing. I just thought to myself, you know what, I'm gonna put it up. If YouTube flags me, oh well, and they never have. Yeah, I guess there's not much demand for puppy chow cassette tapes. Yeah, not much demand for puppy chow cassette tapes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh, there you go. The trick snakes can. Yeah, I remember that when I was a kid. Yeah, I remember they had slinkies. Slinky, slinky, it's a wonderful world. No, it's a wonderful toy. It's a wonderful toy. Slinky. Yeah, Slinky worked sometimes. Sometimes it wouldn't. That was kind of weird, you know. The Slinky was not as good. Huh? Funky mafioso. Hey. Yeah, I'm flying the friendly skies of United. I'm flying the friendly skies of United. Yeah, yeah. I'm your chat moderator. Yeah, I'm a proud chat moderator. It's Simi and Jimmy show. And here I'm a host with very few people, but that's okay. Even one is great. Yeah, even one is great. Um, well, well, I'd have to hide my camera because there's just a lot of crazy people over there. You know, yeah, you don't really walk alone. You'd have to have a couple of tough people with you because I mean, there's just been a lot of robberies. Um, yeah, this one suburb, according to my sister, I can't think of the name offhand. Yeah, Best Buy, they had like 50 people come in at once and just rob the place like crazy. 50 people. And it was in a suburb. There you go. Yeah. Well, I'll try my best at bodyguarding too. And try that. I can't. Yeah. But he wants me to do it alone. So he wants me to do it alone. Yeah. But like I say, you do it alone. It's risky these days. It's it's crazy. It's crazy in the Twin Cities. Last time I was driving to my sister's house, I was going down 169. There's a yeah, yeah. I'm kind of scared of that area, you know, because I can't I can't run like I used to, you know, and I lost a lot of physical ability to protect myself. But I mean, I do my best. But I mean, I'm almost 60 years old now. Yeah, I could probably gouge eyes and pull hair. That's about the best I can do with my opponents. You know, Dave, Dave. Shh. Yeah, Dave's a big fan. Oh, uh, about let's see, 60, 80 miles, I guess. I can drive down there, no problem. I drive down there. My car can lock up now. My car can lock. My car is real good now. It ain't like that Park Avenue where on its last days it scraped all the time. You know. Yeah. Yeah, you want to review this dump? I'll review the Mall of America. I'll drive up there. That's all right. I can't do that, man. No, I can't. I have to take Famidine. Honest, I have to take Famidine, and I would. So, because some days I have a tough time swallowing. I'll barf all the time. You know, seriously. I can watch. That's all I can do. But no, I take Famidine or Famidine or whatever you call it, a little pill, so that way I don't barf all the time. And I hate barfing. Dave, um, Dave, you go there. You're from Texas. You could drive down there. You could drive down there in your. Dave, you don't understand. I'm almost 60 years old. All I can do is watch. All I can do is watch, and that's all I can do. Yeah, that's all I can do is watch. I can't really drink anymore. The only thing I can do is take gummies, and that's it. You know, that's all I can do. You know, that's all I can do. You don't understand, Dave. I'm 59 years old. Our bodies are different than you. You know, what are you, about 23 or something, or 25 at least, or maybe 30? Yeah, yeah, I know. But I can't really. The only thing I do is watch. Yeah, 21. Okay. Yeah, barely 21. Yeah, yeah, okay. All right. Yeah. But the thing is, I'd like to film the Mall of America alone, but seriously, you can get attacked down there now. I'm not lying to you. I'll look you in the eye. I'm not lying. There's a lot of crime. Google it. Google will tell you. Yeah. Being an old man alone, that's asking to be robbed by the criminals. Because because criminals can smell weakness, and I've lost a lot of physical ability. I've lost a lot of physical ability. Yeah, lost a lot of physical ability. Yeah, I did. Oh well. Yeah, I do it under normal circumstances. I do the Mall of America alone, but it's too dangerous. It's too dangerous. I could probably do the zoo in St. Paul. That's safer. You know, that's safer. Yeah, because the Mall of America has more to rob than the zoo. Because zoos don't have much cash, so the robbers are going to forget about it. Oh, go to the Mall of America? Yeah, I told him I told him already I can drive down there. That's not a problem. My Grand Marquis will make it down there. Lickety split. But oh, let's see. I'll see if he's still in the room. Maybe he is and playing tricks on me. Let's see. Okay. Come on. What's going on? Okay. Oh, he still is in the room. You sneak. Mr. Monkey Mafioso is being a sneak. You sneaky monkey. Sneaky. So sneaky. He's a sneaky one, isn't he? Monkey Mafioso is sneaky. He sneaks. That's what I like about him. Yeah, I owe everything to him. Yeah, I owe everything. Yeah. No, you didn't. According to my thing, he's still there. Maybe it could be maybe it's a bot. Maybe that's actually a bot. That's not him. Maybe it's a bot. Uh-oh. What am I gonna do? Boy, if it's a bot, yikes. Holy mackerel. I'm scared. Could be a bot. It could be a bot. Yeah. 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 So I can drive down there sometime, but I just don't really like to go alone. I'm too scared. I mean, if they're there at the mall, for example, I can meet them there. That's not a problem, as long as they're there and I'm nearby. See, but me being there alone, I'm an easy target for people to rob, and I'm not lying. There's a lot of crime at the Mall of America. There is. The security guards they hire, they hardly pay them anything. Yeah, I've seen security guards in dive bars that waste them in low class, low paying dive bars. I've yeah, like Mousie's 2 in Minneapolis and well, Moby's Dicks, they made more money, but yeah, the Mall of America, they have weak security. They always hire the weak security all the time. They don't use their heads like they do in the bars, especially where people sing in bars. They always have the tough bouncers. They always have tough bouncers in the bars. Yeah. Yeah. Is he still here, or is he being sneaky? Nope, he left. He left. He left. You didn't scare him away, Dave. He's probably busy. No, you know what it is. I'll tell you what it is. Well, I'll tell you what it is, Dave. He has to answer his Patreons, remember? He has to answer his Patreons. Because, sometimes the Patreons send him money. He's got to answer them. That's his priority. See, that's a lot of it is living is, talking to Patreons, like if Eggy wants or needs something, for example, or some of his other friends and his Patreons. Yeah. No, when you're up to his level and you getting paid money, he's a very busy man. He's not. It's not like me where I'm not getting any money and I'm talking nothing but stupid stuff. But you know, see, I don't have Patreon. I don't have to worry, and very few people email me anyway, and whether they want to or not, I don't really care. Who cares? Because now I got a Mercury Grand Marquis to drive around. The one my sister bought me. Now I can go have some fun. I don't need to go 120 miles an hour. No, just drive the speed limit, drive and have fun. That's what I do. I just like because driving that car is fun. Much I charge. I don't charge any money because I don't have a Patreon or GoFundMe or anything. But no, he has a lot of Patreons to answer. Okay, to be honest with you, I've called him a couple of times. It was the last year, and it's like 2 or 3 minutes. He says, "Hey man, Randy, I gotta go." He says, "I'm getting a lot of emails right now. I have to answer them." Okay, okay, I understood. On my Patreon, yeah, you're gonna get hardly any money for my cheapskate wild horse fans. Most of them are on the library computer, or they're so poor they can barely eat food. But sometime I will start one in the future. Yeah, I'll just have to talk to certain relatives and have them help me out. Some of my educated relatives, stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He has a lot of Patreons. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Yeah, no. Say if I was calling him, for example, I have to ask him permission. That's part of the deal. That's fine. I don't call him very often because he's a very busy man. Very busy. He's busy planning on shows. I mean, he seriously plans on his shows. You can tell. I don't really plan my shows except for when I do my characters. Then I kind of plan a little more, but then I make mistakes. If I ever get four of my characters talking at once, that's going to be a real challenge. That's going to be a real challenge, you know? No, no, Mike doesn't make me as permission. Mike just calls me all the time, every day too. Sometimes he used to call up to 6 times a day. Now he calls about once a day in the morning. When they get up and kind of exercise a little, he'll start calling, and he says mostly the same stuff. He'll talk about his cat Wendy and stuff like that. And as soon as the snow is more gone, yeah, I'm going to go to Mike's. I'm going to maybe hopefully catch his cat outside hunting or something. But that's not easy to do though, because Mike says I don't know where Wendy is most of the time when she's outside. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes out in Garden City where he lives on this 4.88 acres of land. Yeah, sometimes he says that my cats have got to watch out for coyotes and stuff like that because there's coyotes out there and foxes. Foxes, they'll attack house cats. Yeah. So, and I think his cat Molly, the one that with one eye, yeah, she, I think I don't know. I don't think Mike wants to really admit it because make him feel sad. But I think either a fox or um, I think a fox probably attacked it or something. Yeah, yeah. It wouldn't be a raccoon. A raccoon can kill a cat. Well, yeah, it wouldn't be no raccoon. Yeah, those raccoons, they're tough. Yeah, they can beat up they can beat up most big dogs. A Rottweiler and pit bull could probably take it, but that raccoon will put up a fight. Oh yeah, they'll do damage. They'll do damage on the Rottweilers and pit bulls. They may lose the fight, but they'll do damage. Those wild animals, they have a lot of experience fighting every day. They fight something. Yeah, they fight skunks. They got to deal. No, not really. I had dogs bite me before. I had one dog bite me in the ankle. Um, I had a German Shepherd. I had two dogs chase me up a car, and I had a German Shepherd chase me up the fence in Hardcoff Park, and I was climbing real high, and finally the guy got his dog and took it home. I don't think he said anything, and I wasn't going to argue with him. I just said, thanks. And he didn't really say anything. He just kept walking. That's fine. I thought, well, I was glad he just took the German Shepherd home because I was a big German Shepherd too. Yeah, you don't want to be bitten by a German Shepherd. Oh man. Yeah. How old was I? Let's see. I got to think. Um, I think I only bitten, I think twice in my life. I didn't dare go in others' yards. Oh yeah, Lucky, the little dog from DuPont. That's in our family films from the 1970s. Yeah, Lucky was in the backyard by the Warhol's house. That was Lucky, the little Parisian dog. Oh, that little guy, he loves biting. Oh, he bit people. He bit me in the pants, but he didn't get my skin. No, I was running, and yeah, I think the neighbor guy Timmy said, "Sick him, Lucky," and Lucky ran and bit me, and all the guys started laughing, and it wasn't funny. I didn't like getting chased by a dog and humiliated. Yeah, that was Timmy Rakes for you. You're always a clown. Oh, speaking of that, when Rakes' brothers used to get into fights with other kids and stuff, I always brought Timmy with because Timmy's jokes irritated opponents to hit him first, then he hit back. So in case the cops come, self-defense. Yeah, they always try to get their opponents to hit first. A lot of times they would. They just bring Timmy with them, and Timmy's jokes irritated him. Oh, Kenny's birthday? It was October 23rd, 1966. He was born in Minneapolis. Yeah, he was born in General Hospital. Yeah. Yep. October 23rd, 1966. Yeah, he died way back in May of 2021. Yeah, he died in May of 2021. Yeah, he had all kinds of health problems. Yeah, I figured he'd live as long as he did because, he could talk and stuff like that, and had a lot of mental problems and health problems. And the group home there stressed him out. I wish I had a lot of money. He'd be living with me, and he'd be better taken care of by me than any group home. I treat him better than I treat myself, and I wouldn't lie neither. Yeah, that'd have been fun. I'd win the lottery. He'd be with me all the time. He's entertaining, that guy. Yeah, he used to love to ride in vehicles. Yeah, that's in the YouTube videos. Is that one category? Vintage videos and others I'm not in. In that particular video, my parents traveled my brother Kenny. I wasn't in that video. I wasn't riding with him, but I put it up anyway. Yeah, it's a boring video, you know, but Kenny's the star of the show, as always. Always the star. Yep, he's always the star of the show. Yeah, one time in Mike Tyson's Punch Out, He beat Glass Joe. I mean, yeah, any of us can beat Glass Joe. Of course, we can. Yeah, that's easy. But Kenny sees severely brain damage. See, when he beat Glass Joe, we were all happy. I wish I had that on video. That'd have been great. Yeah, that'd have been great. But I don't. Let's see. Back then, Mike Tyson's Punch Out was. Oh yeah. God, it was the early '90s. So back then, you'd have to use a shoulder length camera and like strip film. And those. Then if I asked my mom and dad if I could use their camera, they'd say no, you'd break it. So they didn't let me use it. Oh well, that's theirs. They bought it. Hey, I don't argue, because otherwise you argue with my father. He'll argue night and day. Yeah, he argue with you night and day. So I just didn't want to do it and make him yell. Yeah, he was strange, my father, man. He is a good man in most ways, but yeah. Belt, that's the one he whipped me with. He used to have 18 belts. I only brought 2. That was the one he whipped me with, sometimes with the buckle, when I was a kid. Yeah. He whipped my sisters the worst because they talked back. I didn't. But sometimes he whipped me a little more because I guess he thought he was telling me I should use my brains more often or some shit. Oh, well, I don't give a shit. Yeah. After a while with my father, I just act nice to him, agree with everything he says, and he'll leave you alone. Why not? Well, at least he let me have vehicles when I was younger. Let me have a 1972 Oldsdale T88 and a 74 Catalina. First car, he'd say no bigger than a 350 cubic inch because it takes too much gas. He said gas mileage is way worse, which was BS actually. Either BS or he doesn't know. And the 74, he said no bigger than a 400. Yeah. He had those strange things. But I got vehicles. I mean, it was better than at Osseo. I know a kid named Scott Price. He was son of a gym teacher. You know what his dad bought him for a car for getting all A's? See, his daughter Robin didn't get a car because her grades weren't good enough. You know what he got, Scott? I'll tell you what he got him. Like a 1977 Honda Civic. Poor guy. Shit. Oh, it's my kid and got A's, man. Well, I'd have to look at vehicles carefully, and I'll just tell them, you let anybody else drive the car besides you, I'm going to ground your car. I'd ground his car if he lets anybody else drive but him or me, That's what you do. That's what you do. Yeah. Yeah, he was. Yeah. The other 2 cars I had, I like the Catalina better, generally. Well, for room-wise, yeah. For room-wise, the old Delta 88 2-door looked better, style-wise. But Catalina, you could put a lot of stuff in that car, and then the trunk, too. The trunk was deep. So is the Delta 88, but yeah, that's when yeah. I think the Delta 88, let's see, that the 352 barrel, the Catalina 400. I think the Catalina was built more like a box. Like the Catalina, that car is just a box. That's why some people used to nickname my car the box car because it looked like a box. Hey, Randy, you going to drive your box around again? That's what they call it, a box. Yeah, why not? Sometimes I help a friend and he needs some stuff to haul, and he'd say, "Oh shit, man, you sure can haul a lot of stuff in this car." I said, "Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could put 4 super heavyweight people in that car." You could put for super. Well, the two-door though was a little. I think it was looked a little narrower inside because of course, the seats were a hand and stuff like that. Oh, the funny thing about the '74 Catalina, there's only two options they had that were luxuries. Um, they had a cruise control that didn't work, and only an AM radio. Yeah, all the '74 Catalina had was the AM radio, and that was it. And you had to bang it. I think you could get AM FM radio, but that was extra cost. And a lot of people that live in the rural areas, they're not going to pay that extra for an AM FM. They'll just say, a lot of the rural people that are real old, they say, all those AM radios aren't good enough. I just like to listen to the news. I don't want to listen to hippie music on FM radio. Forget that. Yeah, AM radio is good enough. And plus, I save $50, I can put gas in the tank instead. Oh, yeah, a lot of people used to think that, the rural people. They actually did. I mean, I wouldn't lie to you. Yeah, so I had a lot of AM radios, like in the Catalina, but I didn't care. Yeah, at least it's better than Scott Price's, I think it was 1977 or 78 Honda Civic, that little car with four-cylinder, kid that got all A's. I'd rather have my own vehicles. Oh, they weren't as cool as the '67 Plymouth GTX. One kid had that. Well, you sure like to fire up the tires all the time. You sure love to fire the tires. And there's another one, Paul Woodruff. He drove a '69 AMX with a 394 barrel big block, and he souped that up. He knew mechanics. Yeah, he was like a real big guy. He said, "Yeah, it's a 390 big block engine." And then he says, something, he called me Spanky. That was just weird. He always called me Spanky after Spanky the Little Rascals. He said, something, Spanky? He said, I won't even waste my time racing your car, even if you go ahead. He says, I can win money against you, but winning against you would bore the shit out of me. That's what he said. All my vehicles. I said, you're right. I said, you're right, Paul. You're right. Because Paul was a cool guy. He was actually cool. Yeah, he dated this lady named Pam Cook. I mean, she was just like very attractive. And she said one of the reasons she dated Paul was he drove the AMX. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, Pam's parents, they had a lot of money and stuff. I don't know if Pam had a license or, no, Pam didn't really need a car. Any guy that had a car, pick her up because she was very pretty. Guys that drive her all over the place. Yeah. Yeah, that AMX, man. Yeah, I seen that. That was cool. Then there was, what other vehicles did they have over there? There's a guy named Paul Anderson. He drove a '65 Chevy Impala SS. I'm not sure what engine he had in it, but I'm sure he probably had a big one. Of course, I wouldn't ask him now because Paul and we don't really talk to each other. So, yeah, as far as Paul and I are concerned, he's over there, I'm over there. So that's the way it goes. Anyway, but he drove a '65 Impala SS. That's impressive. I'm sure it was a big engine. Yeah. Paul, yeah, he's now a cop. So he's one of those cops that barricaded doors in Anoka. Or one time he was wrestling around some guy in gym class. See, I'm 6 foot tall, about 215 pounds. This guy was like 6'4", 230 or 40, and Paul's like 5'10", 180. Real good shape though. Paul flipped that guy over his head right on the gymnasium bleachers. I looked at that. Damn! I was scared of that big guy too. He was picking on me. Yeah, sometimes he punched me in the arm. I'd say, ah! He'd say, ah, you fucking wuss. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was crazy. I used to know a lot of crazy situations. Yeah, used to know a lot of crazy situations. Yeah, a lot of the cars, the guys that had vehicles, they had them like in the '60s and stuff like that. Most of them did. One guy drove an '82 Camaro. He kind of peeled the tires, but the '82 Camaro, for its time, it was fast compared to the '70s. But between my own car against that one, depending on what engine, I think I could beat most of them. In the long run, I could. I could beat them in the long run. No, really, that no, that Grand Marquis that can really move. I'm surprised how fast it is. It surprises the heck out of me. It climbs those steep hills like nothing. I haven't had a car like that since, oh, let's see. I'd say that probably this 78 Mercury Cougar and the 82. Yeah, the 351 Windsors. They could climb hills really good. The only thing is, those cars were real slow back then because of emissions. They were real putz mobiles. Maybe you'll go 100 top end, but it can pull a lot of stuff though, a lot of pulling power. Like if you want to pull a trailer, you can have that car. You go slow, but it'll do the job. Yeah, yeah. It was. Let's see, the two cars I had. Okay, the LTD2 was $725. We got a Truex in Deer Creek. They ripped me off. That thing broke down all the time. Then the '78 Cougar was at $220. Okay, the LTD2 is silver and stuff like that. The silver car, but it looked like Starsky and Hutch. But the Cougar was like grass green, interior and exterior, ugly as heck. It had a cracked windshield. The car never broke down. $220. My uncle Ed saw it. It was like used for a loaner car. Yeah, my dad, according to my mom, my dad was bickering with him. Ed says, "Hey, they take their loaner cars real good here, Harold." He says, "Randy will be happy with this car." He says, and Dad was saying about the color. He says, "Randy's not going to care about the color. He wants a car that runs really good." Well, he's walking now. Beats walking. Yeah, that's what my late uncle told my dad. And that car ran much better. He took care of the engine. Truex and Deer Creek don't. I won't do business with them. Nope, that's fine. Dealers that beat me, I won't do business with them anymore. Nope, I won't even go on their lot. Nope. Yeah, Naya Chevrolet, I had good luck with the Park Avenue. That one lasted, um, let's see, I had a 2006 to, for last August 2023, March 2006. I had it for 17 years. I used that car very often. It was garage most of the time, except for the last couple of years it was outside. Then that car just rusted like nobody's business. In a couple of years, it turned into, I'd say, average condition to rust city. Because in my last video before we junked the car, you saw how rusted that thing was, especially underneath. I should have done a better job doing it underneath, but I should have did that at Mike's house when I had the chance. Because at Garden City, you can go up on this like one hill, and you can put your camera down. You can go on your hands and knees, kind of put the camera around real easy, like on each side. Yeah, Mike has some real cool stuff in his yard. You can like do certain things without using the creeper or anything like that. Yeah, Mike just, some ways that place is just amazing. Yeah, he has like one steep hill. It's like this, going to the mailbox. Yeah, it's too bad it wasn't like in an open field at that hill. You'd have a lot of fun tobogganing. That's how steep that hill is. I suppose I can film that. Nah, just kidding. Film a steep hill in Garden City. Yeah, nobody watched that. Unless if you think I should film it, I don't know. Maybe I will. Mike wouldn't care as long as he isn't in the video. Oh, right now, He's probably high or sleeping right now. He usually sleeps at this time of the night. Yeah, either that or he'll watch TV and ignore the phone because he loves his TV. Yeah, he loves watching TV. Likes news all the time. That's his thing. That's fine. That's cool. Watch what you want. Yeah, I mostly like animals, wildlife shows, and some comedy shows myself. I watch music videos, the old-fashioned music videos. Um, Sometimes, you know, that's what I usually watch. I watch to make myself happy. I mean, I had a real bad past, and I try to make my life positive if I can. I try hard. It isn't easy. You're surrounded by a bunch of people who try to get you mad, but oh, Wendy the cat. Yeah, he told me about Wendy today. All Wendy did was like mostly sat in his lap. He opened a can of pears in the can opener, and Wendy thought it was tuna. Yeah, that's what Mike told me. That's what happened this morning with Wendy. No, he tells about Wendy sometimes. He mostly talks about when he opens the can opener and she runs up to it. Maybe I can film something like that in the video. As long as Mike doesn't talk, he tells me, "Don't put me in the video and don't have me talking." Trouble is, I'll start talking. I got to do it. I got to edit the crap out of it because out of that video for like 10 minutes, yeah, yeah, maybe I'll do that sometime. I'll talk to Mike and see what he says. When the snow's a little more gone, I'll drive over there. But right now, there might be some spots and my car could get stuck because see, my car is rear wheel drive, and if it goes like on ice and stuff, it's going to get stuck pretty easy. I can tell. Park Avenue, I can drive it practically anywhere as long as it's not a hill and in a ditch. Oh yeah, Park Avenue, I went through deep snow. Not the Grand Marquis. No, not that one. But I still like the Grand Marquis because well, it's faster, climbs hills better. The interior, it's a lot less fancy. That's what I like. I like it 70s style, like that. It's to me, it's almost like the 70s, except for the side things where you push the seats. See, when you do the seats back and forth, the it's on the door, instead of on the floor, it's on the door. If that breaks down, that's going to cost me a pretty penny. So I'm not going to use those seats, not unless if I have to. Unless if somebody else drives a car, then I can move the seats. Then after they're done, I'll just move it way back and not sit in it so I don't wear out. Don't wear the motor out because I do weigh, 215 pounds, and that's heavy. So I just stay off the seat and as if somebody else drives it. Maybe I'll ask my niece Shana to drive it sometime. I hope she does. I don't know. Be fun. Oh man, it's been a great night thus far. It's been a great night. Yeah, it's been a great night. Yeah. I wish I can win this baby tomorrow. Either go to Colorado or Montana. I don't know which yet. Be on an open country and have cable. I mean, have my. I say no. I'll have to have a satellite dish for an internet. That's fine. get an expensive satellite dish. I can pay almost any money I want. I'll buy the most expensive equipment. Oh yeah, they have that in Montana. Yeah, they have it there. People pay money for it because some of those ranchers in Montana, they'll pay lots of money for it because some of them are rich. Only thing is, Montana land is expensive in most areas because the celebrities in Hollywood, a lot of them are buying open land in Montana because they want privacy. And land prices are what. See, if my grandfather would have kept that half acre of land out in Hinsdale, if our family would have had it, well, we'd have the bucks. We'd have the bucks. Yeah. There's a lot of privacy, half an acre. Hardly anybody there. Some people had like 5 acres, 10 acres, and all that stuff. And all he did, I think it was in the 1890s, he paid like $600 for a land claim. Oh, yeah. See you, Paisanonis. Yeah. See you later. So those of you who stop by the room here, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. That's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, anybody wants to leave any time, go ahead. You don't have to listen to me babble on about nothing. Sometimes I'll just babble on about nothing for 3 hours because I haven't really said really anything interesting. What about my how you move my seats back and forth, my Grand Marquis? Yeah, you have to do it on the door. I just hope it don't break. That's gonna be expensive. And probably only the Ford dealership would probably know how to do it. A lot of private garages can't do that. That things are too difficult. But Ford, they can take care of it. Pay the bucks. Pay the bucks to Ford. Oh yeah. I'll take it to Ford anyway. I don't care. I want my car running 100%. If it costs more, who cares? Who cares? I don't care. Just drive less, that's all. I'll just drive a little less. Yeah. Yeah, those of you that left, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Yeah. Oh boy, I'm just so tired. This is weird. Very, very weird. Oh yeah, yeah. I'll see you in the room. Yeah. Okay, it says 2. Okay. And it says Python honest yet, but he's probably left. Sometimes it takes time before, before it disappears. Thank you for the attention. Nice to meet you. And I even talked to somebody from the X scammers. A lot of scammers, social media, especially the X. And worse yet is Facebook. Facebook is now as much worse than the X. Oh, God, so many scammers out there. It isn't funny. Make sure when you get on Facebook, get some friends you know and stuff or something. I don't know. I don't really like Facebook. I wanted to try it. I went in like 3-4 rooms. Friends just kept on. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. But the trouble is, my computer, there's something wrong with it, Dave. I have to click the thing on there. That's why I got to go to the computer shop and take care of it. I got to go to the computer shop. Yeah, it's going to cost. Not only that, I got to have them find a secret button where I can get all my normal stuff back instead of, because there's a secret button to it. Because I didn't delete everything. I have photographs. Took me 4 months to put it all in my desktop, but now it's in a hidden folder, and I still hope it is, because if it's all deleted, I'm going to cry. And sometimes I wish I had a gun, I'd shoot that Hewlett Packard thing too. Sometimes it's a good computer, it runs, but sometimes that thing will just frustrate you. Oh, you need a secret button? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it does have that. Yeah, it has a strange feature. See, the Compact Presario didn't have that, The thing that Compact Presario had was neat. If things screw up, you can like go back in the past as far as like 9 months. Everything will go back to normal. All I had to do is go back in the past with the Compact Presario, and that was it. That was hey, timestamp guy. All right. Yeah, well, Dave's been here all this time, and I'm well, there's some of that left. So yeah. I had to take care of some of that so I can redo my brain waves. Yeah. Ouch. Well, I'm not. Oh yeah, Jimmy didn't tell me what time he was going to do his shows, so I'll have to watch day by day and stuff. When his shows are on. See, I have the hook thing where the notifications will come in and stuff, and for me, the notifications for his shows have been on time. So, and sometimes if YouTube doesn't like a channel, they'll start screwing with them. They used to do that with me often, but they haven't been as bad with me lately. Because I notice every time I turn on my Halsey channel, it's on time. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, let's see. Tonight is 7 votes, 7 males, no females, because Python has put female. So 7 males and no females tonight. Yeah. Yeah. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Yeah. I said. I don't remember what I said. I was kind of flying in a different zone. Yeah. Oh, we'll have notifications for Simmy and Jimmy because after my live show tomorrow, I don't know if he'll have Depression Chamber on Sunday or not. Well, he's been having that on every week lately. He didn't have it for a while. I don't ask him questions because that's not my place to ask questions like that. He'll tell me if he feels like it. He'll tell me if he feels like it. Yeah. If he doesn't tell me, that's fine. I'll let him tell me. But when it is on, though, a lot of people watching, people are always telling me, when is the Depression Chamber going to come on? I can't miss it. A lot of people tell me that all the time. Yeah. I'll say, I just say, just click subscribe and put on the notifications and they'll come right there. Because all up in the mail. Okay, I'll see what's on my own Gmail. All right. So you want to know what's in my Gmail? Okay. Let's see. Oh, spammer. I say it says 7:08. I was on the air. Well, that's about 5 minutes off. I don't care. I got to answer to a guy about Laffy Taffy. Pinterest. Kids Lane play Dr. Kid only $1.99. That doesn't interest me any. I can look at stuff on eBay. Okay. Yeah, not much. And just one answer from a scammer. That's all. I don't get mail. I don't know what's going on with that, Dave. I don't know, but I'm not going to go there alone. Because I tell you, there's a lot of crime there. You think I'm kidding you? You think I'm kidding? Do you think I'm really kidding? You go there alone. You know what could happen? If you just tell someone to shut up and you know who you tell, you know what could happen? Boom, boom. I'm not kidding. Why would I kid? I know all about Minneapolis, St. Paul. I look at stuff often. A lot of stealing and killing in the suburbs, too. They'll jump me, I'll tell you that. They'll jump me. They know I'm a helpless old man. They want my Grand Marquis. They want that for a getaway car. Oh, yeah. They love to have that car as a getaway car. So I got to make sure there's other people there. Well, I know, but we got to meet at the same time, Dave. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to go there just totally alone. You go there alone, Dave. You go to Mall of America alone. But be careful what you say there, my friend. Yeah. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call this show tonight. All right. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. And okay, there's 7 votes, 7 males, no females. That's cool. All right. Adios.